Hello, people, and welcome to BTG. This is your host, Mr. Shaker. You may know me from such songs as After Call. And today, I wanted to discuss something recently that I saw on YouTube. Well, it wasn't exactly too recent. However, I did see it last year, or I believe earlier last year when I think about it. And yes, I'm talking about the Gigi everything commercial. I saw it come up a couple times, and I do think that the commercial has overall qualities of inspiration. However, like some individuals, it just came up a few too many times. And I remember that I was talking to my younger cousin about it, and I was just wondering why the one phrase I didn't understand when she was like "Tinky Wink Cups." I mistakenly went into the wrong gender bathroom, and I said it to my cousin in a joking manner, and my cousin said, "You got something against Gigi? You got something against her?" And I'm thinking, I got nothing against that Gigi person. But as I was discussing to my cousin, I was thinking Gigi technically really isn't woman, so to speak. And I know some people might say, hey, that's not the case, but I actually did what any rational individual would do, and I asked a few women that I pretty much take their opinion seriously, so to speak, and asked them, hey, do you think this is a woman? Or, do you accept them into your guild? And they told me, no, they just see it as scar tissue. I know biologically it is scar tissue, but I'm thinking how men say manhood isn't really you just being born a male. You have to search for certain things. Kind of like how I just looked here and, yep, he already built a base, so I guess I gotta go back, track them. But as I was saying, I accepted their opinion because I thought, well, why not? It's their word. And, I respect Gigi for doing what they are doing. I believe they're a hero in their own regards. You know how firefighters save people from fires, and, I have a local fire department, and they're volunteer though, so they don't get paid for this. They just rely on donations, and they're the first through. Not I don't want to say first through the door, but the first to certain situations, and I find that heroic. You see them sometimes around Planet Fitness, and you also see them I'm just trying to figure out what's up with this brute guy. I was trying to fire at him, man. Let's try to get rid of him. Jeez. Anyway, as I was saying, you have those people, heroic. Now you got some police officers. Like one time when I was younger, there was a fire in an apartment building, and well, not my building per se, but it was the building next to the building. The way the apartments were joined, they were connected, but it was the middle apartment. Our building was the third one, so they were connected in buildings, and the middle one was on fire, or some smoke, so we had to evacuate. And I remember this cop helped us with our supplies, and we were in the newspaper and everything, so that was kind of fun. But still, like I said, you have people who are generally heroes. So Gigi's a hero to, certain community. Let's say you have firefighters and police officers, and that leads me to another thought. How I was thinking, my cousin was thinking that, I thought that it was generally a woman, and it's funny because my cousin's just a little bit younger. Yeah, I know your cars got destroyed. I was thinking I was about to go destroy that, and well, I guess I'll go give him some supplies then. Just find out who he is. Okay, well, no supplies for you. See, this is what happens when you try to be altruistic and you try to help somebody out. He's trying to gather supplies home for the enemy team and stuff, and this is what he does. And pretty quick. Okay, so he's just wasted $1,000 now. I mean, was this really even worth it? Jeez. Well, no, this is not the first time this has actually happened to me, so I'll be able to recover. That, as I was saying, after this guy so rudely interjected, I was talking to my cousin about this, and cousin was female, and they accepted that. I'm thinking, okay, I guess that's your opinion, but mainly what concerns me is that, like, I was trying to think about these certain communities or groups. And I don't know if you saw my last video when I was discussing the politics, how you had liberals and conservatives. Funny thing about the left side is that the groups that are together couldn't be any more alike. It's or I would say not much more unalike, just their differences. It's like humans versus chimpanzees almost. I know people say, oh, they're 1% difference, but actually it's 98.2, I believe, to be exact. And that difference is how it is between these groups, because if you look at DNA difference, it doesn't sound like much. Oh, just 98.2%. That's the difference. However, if you see that as in billions, then 1 billion and 2% of 1 billion is 20 million. That difference is quite substantial, because if you see 20 million different combinations of different assortments, that's gonna create something quite different. Kind of like how I have to do right now, since this guy decided to bomb me. Now I have to try to switch up my strategy, or I have to be more of an aggressive approach, since I don't know what this guy's doing. He's not even building up a yellow base. Ah, jeez, this guy. Well, I guess Rome wasn't built in a day, so whatever. So, as I was saying, geez, what was I saying? Yes, I was saying with my oh, jeez, did he hit me again? You know what? Nah, I gotta try to focus on the other guy. Go try to help him out. But as I was saying, it was just that it just, to me, it seemed like some new thought, and I understand why they were thinking that. But I accept that though. I mean, like I said, that's their opinion. They can do that. I mean, like I said, that's fine. But like, oh, that's what I was talking about. I almost forgot. Yeah, I was talking about the misfits in these groups. I mean, kind of like how we are in a way. We got one guy that actually built something of worth. The other guy, he tried to build something of worth. He did, but he needed my assistance. Do you have the other guy that's not even helping out? So, just a typical family. Anyways, as I was saying, these people couldn't be far from each other. They couldn't even be more far from each other. Like, just to analyze one group, the LGBT community. Now, see, I understand the lesbian and gay part, where you have the lesbians and gays. It makes sense because lesbians focus more on females and gays focus on guys, or mostly on guys. I know it's supposed to be a strict divide, but some people just mix up. I understand because say, "Oh, you're bi," but I'm thinking if somebody had that one time in band camp, does that really count? So, anyway, as I was saying, these people couldn't be any further from each other. It's just like there's two different ideas, and yet they're together. Now, LG, that makes sense because they're working towards the common goal. The gay guys want more men. The gay women or lesbians, they want more women. So that makes sense in that group. Now, the B part, that also I guess could be into the group because it's integrated in both of them. That is a bit discriminated upon because if there's a guy who I guess identify with both groups, well, not lesbian, but if there was a male who was attracted to guys and women, then they also get discriminated against, and they'll be seen mostly as gay by, well, at least let's say in the early, last decade, they were just seen as gay, not bisexual. Oh, what's he doing now? I don't know why he's destroying things. He's just going to destroy my base. Okay. I mean, I don't gotta heal anything. I don't know why he dropped down a disruption bomb. He already destroyed all the buildings. I gotta rebuild everything. That's not gonna stop him from building. Gee. Anyways, as I was saying, as I saw in Shameless, how Ian Gallagher was dating the one guy, how Ian Gallagher was dating the black guy, and he turned out that he was bisexual, and Ian Gallagher was appalled because this guy wasn't a quote-unquote true gay guy, which was kind of interesting to me how Ian Gallagher he wasn't exactly open to how the one guy was saying. So one guy's like, "Oh, I'm gay," or not, I'm gay, he's bisexual, and Ian was like, "Oh, I don't know if you've seen that. Just spoiler alert for those who didn't see that part." He stated that he thought it was disgusting because the guy was dating women, or just had certain encounters with women. And I just found that interesting because I'm thinking that's LGB, or in that case it was just the G and the B. I'm thinking, aren't you supposed to really be on the same side? Just to understand why they wouldn't be accepted. But Jeez, they're just. See, now, these guys have teamwork. This is what we should have done. And not just resorted automatically to violence in this game. Because we could have discussed this, he could have sent me a message, and I would have complied. But, I mean, even though I did deserve the funds for fighting off the chopper, but, I mean, that's up to him. But I'm not gonna quit though. Because I don't believe that. But as I was saying, I just understand how those people would be not mixed. You know, they had that certain divide. And then the T part, the transgender, the only real true divide that I recall is in the show Degrassi when the one girl was drinking alcohol every time she went to go date the trans man, which is the female transition to a man, or they were in transition. And that person, or the girl, she thought that she really didn't really like the trans person, which I don't understand why they were even trying to date them, and they were trying to escape, kind of like I'm trying to do right now, and just see how many points I can get, just taking out those other bases. But as I say, I'm kind of trying to do the bully tactic in a way. If you can't beat the larger opponent, then stick with the smaller people. Just like the foreign policies, you know? But anyway, as I was saying, oh geez, we got like 15 seconds. Well, I better make this quick. Anyways, I was saying, I don't understand how the T portion was, how they were even integrated. It just didn't make sense just to that accord. Just like how this game doesn't really make so much sense though. Don't know why the guy left. I mean, we could have pulled something off. There were no scarabs. No. Guess that's it. Like I was saying before, if you want me to look at the rest, I know this game is over. But if you ever want me to look at anything else, then, or if I'm ever out of the game and other people are still playing, then let me know if that's fine. But as always, people, this is Mr. Shaker, and I'm out.